P2B should have considered someone like Ibrahim Shekarau, who is influential, as VP. Dr. Danladi, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. Dr. Danladi Idrissa had an interview with Sifoni where he had analyzed the chances of P2B winning the northern part of our country in the 2023 presidential election. Dr. Danladi noted that narrative that P2B should be the next president is not selling in the north. He then gave an example that in the northern part of Nigeria, Labour Party is not there, and in most of the local government you go to, you will find out that Labour Party does not have any structure. Dr. Danladi said he is of the belief that there was a missed opportunity when P2B went to Labour Party. He said he does not know why they did not consider someone like Ibrahim Shekarau, who is very influential in the north and one of the northern governors that does not have any baggage with the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, as the vice presidential candidate. He said, Dati Baba Ahmed is a good candidate, no doubt, but he is not known in the north and he cannot speak to influence the northerners. In conclusion, Dr. Danladi said he can say that the mind of the North is not thinking towards voting P2B, and that is the truth and the reality on ground. He said he is not against P2B's candidacy, but what he just said is the bitter truth. Obedience, they have given you people another expo. You know, I've been saying that in all this criticism that is going to be coming out, some people are going to come and give constructive criticism. People who are going to give criticism alongside with solutions. You understand? We say this person don't use start telling us say, oh yeah, oh, make una go they build in our own what's it called? Structure for northern part of the country. Making us continue in the tribe, but making us continue to build the structure. So that at the end of the day, what thing will happen? It is going to be fruitful. All the whole wahala and all the whole, mobilization will end, positively. It will have positive results. Because him saying they would have used Ibrahim Shekarau, there is no way they can use him. The time has gone past where you can go and switch. And of course, I do not think that the Labour Party will be switching. But like I said, what I can pick from this particular news article is that, you come as I text and they be saying they against Mr. B candidates you. But now say as him no pick somebody where they noticeable. So P2B obedient people, those who are mobilizing should know that their work still there. They still get plenty work on ground. We are in We're in September. We still have like 4, 5, 6 months before the election. They should make sure that at the end of the day, all these things where they talk about, most especially the one they can work on, they do their best to see that these things are worked on. Then go say, if they call you Momo, you say you go be like Momo. Then tell you say, see who here, this person go enter inside this who. You do what you make sure say that who enter. Or then call you Momo, you say you behave like Momo. What I'm trying to say is that you say political structure no day. So make the obedient hustle 3 times or 4 times or even 5 times as much as work as any other party is doing to make sure they're able to create a structure on ground for those for their political party, so that at least at the end of your election you go be say na expo, like I said, na expo, now then give them so. It is already late. Kwankwaso missed his chances. Then Shekarau was with him. So there is no way it can be possible. But if God decides to give a bit of power, no man can stop it. All right. You want someone that is popular without character, integrity, and competency. Is now for popularity issues. Exactly. Look, forgive me, I don't know how popular. Now, not understanding weapons for this one. I don't really know how Baba Medati, that's the vice presidential candidate of the of the Labour Party, and Ibrahim Shekarau. I don't know how the population did or not, but population is not what we are even looking at this election. We know they look at population. We are not looking at population here. Sincerely, we are looking for someone who genuinely is wanting to make Nigeria better. The person, as in, if they hungry and make it be say this country dey for the place where we say things they go well. That kind of person that we want. We have tried somebody who is popular, where he land us inside gutter. As we dey stand up from the gutter, we try another person wey be say in get experience, he land us inside swamp. The swamp almost swallow us. Now with the swamp we still do. So I beg, before this swamp, everybody done they hang on to whatever they hang on to, so that come next year election, we are going to be picking someone who genuinely wants this country to be better and is ready to fold up his sleeves, roll up his sleeves, and make sure he gets to work. He is not leaving, or he's not quitting until things start getting better and it lays a good foundation for good things. When you have left a farmland, let's say a farmer has a farmland and you leave it for 5, 10, 15 years, maybe day, maybe you go abroad, you go hustle, you don't come back, you want to come relax, you want to do something worthwhile with your life, you want to stay at home in Nigeria, you understand? Your farmland, maybe you leave them, maybe they use them before you travel. When you come back, what are you going to do? You go do the pulling out. First of all, you go clear them, comot all those things wey be say you no need. Then you go come start the process of making sure say the land dey fertile again. You go comot weed, you go do this one, you go do that one. You go do one so before you go start to the plant. So it will be the work wey dem get, or whoever they come in, whether na P2B or whether na Tinubu or whether na Rabi Musa Kwankwaso, whether na Atiku, the person needs to come in and uproot, do the work, clear the field, let everywhere be selense. They call selense. Then, after you have cleared everywhere, the person will now start preparing and start planting. The plants, some of them go germinate or some of them go mature before internal go complete. Then, the ones will become mature when another people come into power. Now so it go be. So we need to bring in somebody who has that kind of patience and that kind of hunger to make Nigeria work again. All right, to be frank, Obi made the wrong choice of running mates because Dati is not known by the majority of the Northerners. Well, this one, I'm medicine after dates now to me. So we go for an incompetent popular person who is greedy, as you have seen on his deal with Kwankwaso, so as to give all his people direct ticket, or for someone who is unpopular but competent. Well, Nigerians, one thing I'm going to tell us is make we no joke with this 2023 election. This 2023 election is not election as usual. It's not business as usual. Let us make sure that we do everything in our power to make sure we put in somebody who really wants to take Nigeria to a better place. All right, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And shall I come your way next time? Enjoy.